How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here with another episode of Streamer Stories Podcast. My guest today is a lovely guy, a great friend. His name, The0neHandedGamer. Here he is. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. Long day. But we're here.
Don't blame you, brother.
Can't wait to vibe with you, my friend. It's been
Likewise.
it's an honour to have you, man. Like I think it has been probably coming up to about a year and a half, 2 years since we've met, and you're really cool guy. We've got some mutuals that we know and love, and like it's we were just saying just before we hit live, like it's like almost like we're like almost like passing ships almost, because we've like hey you're right, oh yeah,
I know you. So wait, you know me, but I don't know you. Like he's me, no, I am you.
yeah, but it's always been like mutual love and respect. Like it's always been like,
Always.
and I just love your vibe, man, and I think I can't wait to learn more about your story, dude. Like it's gonna be great to. What a better place than here? So
Exactly. So what do you want to talk about, my good sir?
hey, look at it. And of course you got some wonderful belts behind you, man. Some massive.
Thank you.
We both love our wrestling. I would talk about the Royal Rumble, but we might have to talk about later on. We'll
Yeah. Later on, let's run it back.
But yeah, 100 Gamer. Thank you for being here. Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell people what type of content you do and where to find you.
Hey, so my name is Alex, also known as the One-Handed Gamer, everything. I'm a variety disabled streamer that primarily plays shooter games, so that being like Apex Legends, Arc Raiders, and mostly like shooters. I also do the occasional story-based games, that being obviously Ghosts of Yotai, and sports games as well. Like it's just I do a lot of variety, but most importantly, I basically play games with obviously one hand.
Yes.
Which I obviously have two cameras, so at some point I can show you how I play a game because I've got two cameras.
Nice,
so I can show you how to later on in the podcast. But yeah, the platforms that you see me live on are TikTok Live, and Twitch, because I multi-stream from both of them. I do want to eventually try YouTube at some point, but that'll be in the future. But for now, I'm sticking to those two platforms for now.
Yeah.
But I also am on Instagram, where I obviously post my not just my gaming content, but also my gym work as well, and everything. And it's been going really well. I've been going to the gym for the last 3 years, and just recently, since May of last year, so that's about, let's say, 9 to 10 months in, I have been doing a lot of strength training. So my left hand has been has been improving a lot, considering how much I've been going for it. So I've been basically, long story short, recently I managed to do a squat. I managed to squat 110 kg.
Wow. Oh my god, that's incredible. Fair play.
Thank you.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So as we're talking about obviously your visible disability, your name obviously the One-Handed Gamer. Like, can you talk to us about that? Is that an okay place to start? About what is
So how the name came about was actually, so I had actually three different variations of my name. So how it started was, I went by on Twitch Afro Boy because I have an afro.
Yes.
Hence why the afro and everything.
Love your afro, bro.
Thank you. I went with Afro Boy at the time, and then from then on I went from Afro Boy to One-Handed Gaming, and then recently fast forward to so this was back in 2019. 2019 era, and then fast forward to 2020, when obviously we were in a stage where everyone was indoors due to obviously natural causes and everything. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to get flagged, but so it just grew from there, and I just went to myself, you know what, I play games one-handed, might as well call myself the One-Handed Gamer. So I started in the 2020s, February of 2020, so it's now 6 years, about 6 years now.
Wow, yeah.
I've been doing this for nearly.
Incredible.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that's now, isn't it? And that's been the last 6 years. But let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's talk about like childhood then. Yeah. So, like, what were some of your first like memories of like never mind even playing a game, like seeing a game? What's your relationship growing up?
Oh, so I was a huge gamer, as in, I grew up playing games on the PlayStation. So I've got the PS1. Actually, my parents got me the PS1, and then obviously the PS2, 3, 4, and then obviously 5. So I grew up on a PlayStation
Yes.
due to obviously the way the controller is, essentially.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it came to be when it comes to that. Was I basically wanted to? This was just for the reference as well. I'm now 20. I'm 27 now,
Okay.
and when I first picked up a controller was when I was 13.
Right.
So, so yeah, and it was just one day where I literally went to myself, oh, I'm gonna, one day play games and stuff like that, and yeah, I just picked up the controller one day and just did it.
Wow.
Essentially, like I just picked it up one day. I was literally 13 at the time, and I just went, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up and just play it. And then I think I didn't know that I was playing one-handed till one of my family members mentioned it, or rather my family brought it up to me and was like, how are you playing that? And it's like, what do you mean? And it's just like, I was sat there like playing it like all like in like a sort of claw style and everything, which I'll
Yeah.
show in a second. And it was just like, and even when it came to the racing games as well. So normally people would get like, so for example, my dad got me a steering wheel to
Right.
use
Yeah.
on let's say Gran Turismo
Yeah.
games, and I was using that. And then one day I was like, I just picked up the controller and used it instead of the steering wheel. And my dad was just amazed. Like, my dad was like, whoa. Like, he was like impressed by it. And I didn't really get into content creation till later on in my years. So later on in, like, fast forward to 2020 and stuff. I just gamed a lot growing
Yeah.
up.
Wow. That's
Actually.
incredible. So, like, so when you were growing up, obviously 13. By the way, can I just say that means that you've been gaming for over half your life, man. That's amazing. Let's go. Just for just yeah, just the penny dropped in my head. Yeah. Like the first 13 years, then was it more of a case that you watched games? Was it a case that has it been around in like your early years?
So during my early years, it was just I like I said, I used to game a lot. I used to obviously back then I watched like YouTube videos on like
Gotcha.
Sidemen and all them lot KSI and everything, growing up with that. And yeah, I didn't really like get into YouTube for like the gaming aspect. I just watched it for like funny moments, like for example Tom Cassell, aka Syndicate, the Vanos crew and everything like that. It just funny moments within like the gaming aspect.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just built up from there. Essentially, just built up from there. And then obviously how I got into gaming is just I just wanted to play it one day. I was facing one of my family members, and I just picked up the controller and tried to essentially compete against my one of my family members, and I unfortunately
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
badly. And it was unfortunately it was FIFA at the time, and I unfortunately lost badly. But I took my defeat on the chin and just went, you know what? Okay, I've lost. Okay, I'm gonna practice every single day, just perfecting my craft, and kept going. I just kept training. Like my brain just wanted to okay, I want to learn how to game, but I've got a disability, so how do I adapt to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. So, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's incredible. Like, straight and narrow, but I love it. Like, so what are your favorite memories of PlayStation? Maybe 1 and 2? Would you say? Like some of the earlier days. What's some of your favorite games?
Growing up for me, and this was just me growing up, I'd say more of the PS2 days
Yeah.
because I grew up playing obviously the Star Wars Battlefront, and Need for Speed, Ratchet and Clank. Unfortunately, I didn't play the is it Jack and Daxter? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play that ones unfortunately. And what's it? The hat, the one with the blue hat. I'm
Oh
gonna
God.
butcher his name. I'm gonna butcher his name. Sky Fox or something. Sky Fox, I think it was. No, it's not. Sky Street Fox. I think it's name. Oh my days.
I'm not
It's gonna
sure.
bother me. I'm gonna get absolutely flayed for this.
No.
I'm gonna get flayed for this.
Someone say in the comments. It's okay. We forget things, man.
Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments.
Yes.
He had a hat, and he had like a hat, and he had a little staff as well. It was on the PlayStation All Stars game as well. He was in the PlayStation All Stars game.
God.
It's going to irritate me. I'm gonna have to find out after stream. After this is over, I'm gonna have to find out. but yeah, that as well. And
Nice.
obviously I played like the Need for Speed games as well. So Need for Speed Underground 2, and most importantly, I played as well GTA at the time as well. GTA 4.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything like that, and yeah, just grew from there, and I even played a game called Rouge, which was a tactical. It was at the time it was a real life strategy game on console. It's a it was a military strategy game where you it's set in like the World War II era, and you would just command forces. You build your base, command forces, and all that sort of stuff. It was a very good game. Like I'll have to show you that imagery after when this is over, everything for you, because there were some very classic games. But I mostly grew up with fondly with Star Wars mainly
Yeah.
because I played the Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I played the Jedi Starfighter, as in the one that you were playing as a Naboo Starfighter, and then you was actually playing as a actual Jedi Starfighter. And I just grew from there. Like, I played some like flight simulator games. So that means Tom Clancy's Hawks,
Right.
number one and number two. The list goes on. The list can
Yeah.
go on really.
It's great.
But most importantly, and I know for a fact that I forgot to mention this, the Crash series as well. Crash Bandicoot was also
Yes.
fond of it all,
Nice.
like growing up as well. So couldn't get into it until later in the year, so when it get remastered. But
Right,
back
yeah.
then it was a bit challenging back then. But now, fast forward to now, it frustrates me, but I also enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other games out there that I could list.
Nice stuff, man. So a lot of you mentioned a lot of Need for Speed, a lot of Star Wars. Obviously, you mentioned FIFA, obviously being very important as well. Nice. So nice variety. You're a variety streamer, and you played a lot of variety growing up as well.
I also forgot to mention as well, and I'm gonna get flayed. I know for a fact the comment section is gonna be like, "Oh, you mentioned one gaming from your childhood, Alex." Call of Duty as well, and I'm talking more on the lines of the old Call of Duties, not the new one.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old one, as in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, like growing up in like Modern Warfare 2. And I'm not talking the remastered one, the original one, because I know a lot of people that I know of. We all grew up playing that together when we went on the PS3. So those are the ones that I will always cherish more than the one we have now.
Yeah. Nice stuff. So you mentioned family, haven't you? You mentioned like dad and mum, and I think you said some other extended family. Like, did you play much? Were you much of a multiplayer guy, or was he more of a solo single player? What was?
Growing up, everything like that. Obviously, for example, obviously with the consoles, you obviously had the Nintendo Wii as well.
Yes.
Back then as well, and obviously those were party games. So
Yeah.
I loved the party games. So I used to play as well the Nintendo Wii. So obviously you had like obviously Nintendo Wii Sports, Wii Resort. Till this day, it's still one of the best classics in my opinion.
Yeah, great.
Like, very great, everything like that. And then obviously with the PS2, you obviously had the Buzz. You remember the Buzz controllers?
Yeah,
With the
God,
little red-
yes.
I'm showing my age here.
You can't talk, dude. You can't talk. I'm 10 years older than you.
Okay, touche.
But yeah, great.
Like, it's one of them things that and you had the Buzz and the Buzz quiz.
Yeah.
And to this day, and even to this day, like during Christmas time, my parents bring out the old PS2 and PS3, and we'd play it during Christmas with the family.
Nice.
So it's like a little tradition that we have, like a little tradition and stuff, and it's really fun because it's like bring back a lot of memories. You're like, oh, I played this when I was a kid, and then growing up now, I'm like, and looking at the graphics now, back then to now, and you're like, where has the time gone?
Oh,
and
God,
secondly, why is the graphics so much better than what we have now?
Yeah. Yes.
It irritates me. It
Yes.
does irritate me at times when that comes into play. But yeah, just it's good memories. That's what I would say. It's great memories.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love the Wii. Like, we still play it. We still got it a lot rocked up downstairs. Actually, we still play Mario Kart Wii, and we play Mario Party 8. And my son, he loves it. He's a bit of a retro gamer in himself, even though he's like 11. He still loves all the old school games. He's like played the Mega Man games. Yeah.
You got the Tetris games. You got the Pac-Man games. You got Space Invaders.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like, and this is just me, this generation really appreciates like the old retro. I kind of can see it slightly. Like even us when we grew up. When we saw retro game, we were like, "Oh, it's not as great." But looking back now, it's like you appreciate the past more and more as you grow up.
I agree.
That's the one thing that I see. Like you appreciate the past more than now, and it's like that's what became of our future, or like rather, it's what happened, like how it evolved, and it's
Oh, couldn't agree with you more, mate. Like again, because we're sorry to say, slightly older than the younger generations. Like we were very lucky. Like we grew up when gaming was evolving nearly every like 3 to 5 years, whereas in like the younger generations, like the graphics between PS4 and PS5 hasn't really changed much. So they haven't really
no,
had that experience that we had. We've been able to
exactly.
appreciate the evolution, I feel.
Exactly, and that's what I think. That's the one thing that I will always stand by. That is that sort of aspect, and it's like it's nice to see like that like evolving, and it's just you miss it, and it's like even for me, like some of the games, like, for example, Battlefield 3, for example, even the new one now, Battlefield 6. Yes, it's great, but it doesn't peak. It's not as peak as Battlefield like 1, the old Battlefield games. Like you learn to appreciate the old games the more we play the new ones.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of younger people wanting to play retro style games as well, even though they're new, but they're like retro style, aren't they? So yeah, it's a very interesting
Yeah.
time, that's for sure. Yeah. Okay. So, like, how much multiplayer did you do? Were you like someone that played a lot on PlayStation Online? Did that come into much?
Oh, so me in terms of like multiplayer aspect, it actually was for me. It was on a PS3.
Yeah.
That's how I like how I got into multiplayer aspect because to this day I'm still friends with my mates to this day, like decades later.
Nice.
And I bought the story where whenever obviously you speak to someone online, you don't even know who they are and stuff, and your
Yeah.
parents would be behind the room, being like, who you like, making sure you're being safe and stuff, and and then fast forward to now, you bring it up in conversation and be like, yeah, I remember that when my parents were monitoring me and everything like that, and it's like you learn to appreciate that as well. You learn to appreciate that a lot, like the small little things like that, or like where you had like an epic moment on let's say cards back then, or you had like laughs with your friends, or like whether virtual friends, but then fast forward you meet up with them eventually, which is quite nice as well. It's like you all grew up together when the game started to grow up as well. So it's like it feels nice. Like you
Yeah.
have that bond. You grew up like yes you had similar interests within that game, but then you still keep in contact years later and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember when this happened. I remember when that happened. So it's like really fond memories. If that makes sense.
Definitely. Goodness, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
hmm
um, what are you playing right now, Alex? What are you playing now in terms of like offline, online, like, and what's that balance like for you in terms of streaming? Like, do you spend a lot of time streaming games, or is it mostly offline, or is it 50-50? What
So
is it?
So, for example, usually, like, obviously, I'm obviously in your podcast, but usually when I'm not streaming, I think I sometimes would be gaming off stream and stuff, like playing, let's say, for example, Arc Raiders,
Yeah.
and just gaming with my mates, just chatting away with my mates. Sometimes I would think about content whilst I'm gaming, be like, oh, I make this, or I would go like, okay, I got to do this and that, like structure it. So, for example. I'll put an example. So obviously I stream from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and obviously during those time periods before I go like before I post, I always post my schedule
Right. Yeah.
like I think 24 hours or 48 hours before I'm like going live. So for example, I'm live on Wednesday, I would post my schedule for Tuesday or Monday or even earlier than that depending how I'm feeling really.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. So what? So Arc Raiders is on your agenda right now. Like, what else? What else is coming in at the moment?
so coming in right now. So we got obviously Arc Raiders on stream. I'm actually going to be trying, and I know this game because I remember you playing this, and this came out on the PlayStation Plus. Resident Evil Village.
Oh, nice.
My
Yes.
my chat has been wanting me to play that
Oh, yeah.
since it got released. I never played a Resident Evil game, so I
Okay.
went
Yeah.
back to play the original ones because
Right.
obviously it was on the PlayStation Plus at the time, and I kid you not, I literally I couldn't even contain my like scares. I literally jumped out of my seat and
Oh.
walked out.
Oh,
I
wow.
walked out,
Okay.
and then obviously you have Poppy's Playtime as well, which
Yeah.
is the other horror aspect of it all. I thought to myself, oh, it can't be that bad. Within the first hour, and this is when I did the charity stream as well. So
Nice.
so I'll explain that in a second. But within the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, how do you do the puzzle and stuff? I'm sat there in the starting room, didn't know what I was doing. My mate helps me. So then when you first interact with obviously the animatronic, I was like, oh, nothing's happened, anything like that. I scream. I kid you not. I scream at the top of my lungs to the point where the
Yeah.
mic peaked, as in my microphone peaked.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear me, and all you hear is a faint scream. And then you see me just literally just go. I pause the game and be like, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, 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 nope. And then you hear my mates in Discord laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all laughing and everything like that. But yeah, I've just been basically playing like most of the horror and obviously Ark. Sometimes
Nice.
playing a bit of WWE here and there.
Nice.
It's just however I'm feeling. However, I'm recently just started to play or going to play is Assassin's Creed series
Oh,
because
okay.
I've played Shadows, but my chat doesn't. They didn't roast me for it, but they were like saying, Alex, if you want to play a well, not quote unquote, an actual great Assassin's Creed game, go back to play the originals.
Okay.
I didn't play the originals because growing up for me with the originals Assassin's Creed, it was quite challenging for me because the
Hmm.
controls were a bit at the time. Because I picked up when I picked up the I think Assassin's Creed 2, I think it was, and you know where you had to cut through. I know it's actually Assassin's Creed 1. And you know you had to like when people are walking, you have to slide by them, like
Right.
as
Yeah.
in we by them. I couldn't do that for literally the whole day. I spent the whole day like I can't do this. I was literally, and this was me when I was young at the time, and I was just getting frustrated to the point where I accidentally sold. I gave back my copy to
Right.
the shop. I was like, no, I don't want this.
Oh
But
God.
looking back at it now fast forward to now, it's much easier. But yeah, it's just like the Assassin's Creed series is, like I said, another one, especially Black Flag and Rogue were the main ones that I've been. Oh no, sorry, the Ezio collection, which is like the Brotherhood, AC1, AC2 are the main. Well, from what my chat has told me and my friend has told me, those are the ones that you should like try out first. So I'm starting from one all the way to current, and just taking it from there. There's another one I also brought up to mention is Mass Effect.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I've not played a Mass Effect game, and they recently put out a legendary, a legacy
Yeah.
edition
They
of it,
did.
where it had all the DLCs. I bought it because I used to, with me, when it comes to like games like that, I actually watch the cutscenes and stuff. You know when you see the what's the guy's name? I can't remember his guy's name. It's he doesn't like does his commentary. He just plays the game with no commentary and watches like an hour long of it all. I can't remember the person's name. I do apologize, but he played through them. I think it was he played through them all, and I would sit there and watch all the
Yeah.
gameplay footage of it. Yes, I kind of like spoiled it for myself, but kind of was like I still played the games, and it still made me cry to this day. Even Ghost of Tsushima made me.
Yeah.
Yes, I watched some gameplay, but I actually teared up at the end of it because it was that. It
Yeah.
got me like, ooh, it got me a bit like all teary eyed a little bit.
100%. And that's what's so good about YouTube, isn't it? Is there's if you don't, some people don't even want to play the game anymore, do they? Just want to see it as a piece of art and a piece of cinema almost, And it's great that we got that option, isn't it? So that's so
Yeah.
cool. That's so cool, man. So have you been someone that has been interested in like achievement hunting, trophy hunting, or is that not something that comes into
Um,
play for you?
For me, it used to be. I used to be doing that sort of stuff, but then I just, not really. I just, I mean, if I want to, so for example, the game that I've actually platinumed recently was Astrobot. I
Yeah.
actually platinumed that, and I really enjoyed it. Did it frustrate me? Maybe a little bit, but at the same time, I still managed to like to conquer it, but it did frustrate me. Like I was streaming it one time and I was like, I'm getting frustrated. It's getting on my nerves. But I kept my composure, done it, and I've now got a platinum trophy on Astrobot. But I haven't got any close since, to be fair. I haven't got anywhere close to any other games. But maybe in the future. Maybe in the future.
There we go. Yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see. So If you were stuck on a remote island, Alex, and you could only have with you 3 games for the rest of your life, and you're stuck on that island forever, I'm so sorry, but you can play online. You can play online, so you got your mates, you know.
Okay.
But what would those 3 games be?
It's like a Mount Rushmore
Yes,
gaming.
yes, it is.
So I get unlimited snacks, I get unlimited everything.
Oh, yeah.
It just stuck. So I'm stuck with. So I've got unlimited access, unlimited Wi-Fi, all sorts, but it's just stuck with the game. Oh.
Yep. As many snacks as you want, mate. See, as we're punishing you with only 3 games, you can have as many snacks as you want, dude.
Oh, you know what? If I've got to say, for one of them, I have to say for a multiplayer game, and I'd just be stuck with it for the rest of my life. Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for definite.
Okay,
100%, purely because of the zombies.
Nice.
Like the Black Ops series for the zombies. And then, the second game, I had to be stuck with. Oh my days!
Sorry.
I never thought about this. To be fair, Star Wars Battlefront. I'm gonna say number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm talking more of. Now here's the thing, though. I'm gonna let the comments decide this on this one, because there's 2 variations. You've got the EA version, and you've got the Lucasfilm version.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was gonna let the chat decide on it, but if I have to go with one, I have to pick of one. I've got to say the Lucasfilm one.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the third and final one, I gotta say GTA.
Nice.
GTA 5.
GTA 5.
Purely because I played majority of that throughout my life, throughout my like childhood. So when it came out on release, I think it was 2000 and, I'm gonna butcher this, 2015, 2014, I think. I'm not too sure exactly what year it was, but I think it was them years. No, 2014, I think it is. 2014, I believe it was. And yeah, that's the one game I would happily stick to for the rest of on a desert island.
Nice. It's a good selection.
2013, that was it. 2013, that was the when GTA just came
Right.
out. But what if though? So when you say like sure. But what if because we got GTA 6 this year.
I was just going to say, you couldn't think. You won't be the first guest to do that. You won't be the guest to kind of go. I'm gonna put my hopes on that game being great, you know. And yeah, I mean, we gotta think. Surely GTA 6 is a safe bet, right? It's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be a safe bet. Yeah, I mean, you know.
So you can play 2 games remotely for the next like 9 months, and then GTA 6 is on release and forever. You got that. It's gotta be, right. It can't go wrong. We're gonna be watching this back now, right? In December, and go, what the hell? GTA 6 sucks, man. What the hell was that? I'd be like, your poor island.
I message you like a month, before the release of GTA 6, and be like a year later, I'd be like, so about my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it'd be like, no refunds. I'm sorry. You can cry into your snacks at least, you know.
I mean, I did say GTA 5 to be fair. So
you did, yeah.
I'm gonna put my anyways for GTA 5. But
okay.
if on the off chance,
there we go.
If by the off chance GTA 6 does well, I'll do a little bit of a little negotiation transfer, a little bit.
we'll lock it in GTA 5. I think that's a safe. It's a safer bet.
Lock GTA 5 for now.
Oh my god. So you've got some wonderful collectibles behind you, which is great to see. I love your collection. So have you got any favourite video game collectibles?
Video game collectibles? I don't think so, actually, if I'm being honest. And this, by the way, this is just a small fraction of what I've got.
Bet.
I've actually got like Funko Pops in my actual room. If I don't, I have to send you it. Later. But I've got actual Funko Pops of like Marvel and Star Wars stuff as well. So I don't believe I actually do have any figurines.
No.
Of gaming figurines. I mean, I have on my door. I've got a gaming in progress on my door.
Right.
Actually, so
yeah.
I think that's the only thing I actually have as in gaming aspect, but I don't believe so. Really, I have to get back to you on that.
No, that's all right. I mean, you got is it got a wall behind you? I think there's a lovely poster behind you.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Oh, technically that classes it.
Yeah,
technically classes
it certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that from my friend actually. A friend of mine gave me that on one of my birthdays. I think it was not this year, a couple of years back, and it's right there. So yeah, another game that I actually
Nice.
enjoyed was the God of War series as well. So
Awesome stuff.
I mean, I love it.
There's too many games, isn't it? That's the problem.
That's too many games. Bro, it's too many, bro. I can't say this now. There's too many.
Yeah.
So many of them.
So when you play a game for the first time, do you just stick to normal difficulty, or do you sway towards like easy, or do you go like, oh screw it, I'm going hard? Like, well, how do you normally default?
So it depends on when I was young, I used to be a lot more. I used to be more of an easy mode type aspect.
Yeah.
But but fast forward to now, I'd go with medium.
Yeah.
Like even stretching it, if I know the game that well, as in I play it often enough,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would bump up to highest difficulty.
Yeah. Nice.
So, but if we're talking like first time aspect, normal mode, medium mode, like normal mode. But if it's something that I've played continuously throughout my gaming life, then forcing it to like hard mode.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. So speaking of hard games, like, is there like a game that comes to mind that was like the hardest game you ever played? Like, you mentioned Assassin's Creed at one point when you were growing up, but is there anything else that comes to mind? Some tough games.
Tough games that drove me through the roof. Honestly, things that come to mind, I'd probably say, oh, now you're making me want to turn on my PlayStation just to have a look. You're making me turn on the PlayStation just to have a look real quick. But I don't know. Like there isn't. I really. Oh God. Oh Lord. Tough games. That was really challenging.
I mean,
Well, as in the boss, or as in like what? So you mean like the boss, or like the mechanics, like where aspect?
yeah,
Like,
anything, man. Yeah, like so. Yeah, some games that made you get frustrated, or that were difficult. Again, with respect to your to your disability, like some games might be some people who might take that for granted almost. That might have been more of an interestingly difficult game for you.
What was it? I think it was Ark. I think actually, I think at the time, and this is actually a game that I actually found quite difficult, was Ark Raiders.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Ark Raiders purely because the controls actually. I would say in terms of like currently right now, I'd say Ark Raiders at the time took me a while to learn, as in a while to master.
Okay.
When it came to
Yeah.
that. Purely because of the controls aspect. And what I mean by that is obviously, for example, and another game I want to mention as well is Apex Legends is another game I found quite challenging as well.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
obviously, yes, it was a battle royale, but it was more of a case of the reactions and learning the abilities. So those two were on par with each other as well. It's just more of like, I'd say more puzzles are a bit tricky for me as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Puzzle games are I find quite challenging. Like for example, back to what I was saying, like Poppy's Playtime, that had a lot of challenge, as in a lot of like puzzles that made my brain like think. Obviously, I've got autism as well, so I struggle to like when it comes to puzzles. I'm like, my brain's gonna be like all flustered. But once I learn the patterns and learn how to, how it works, I'm just rolling. But yeah, I think the biggest challenge, and if like that, the hardest thing to ever play is not just the game itself; it's the fact of controls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing, especially with games that we have now. So obviously, for example, when it comes to the gaming aspect, so currently we've got where for example, let's say I'll put out a game out there. Let's say Apex or for example Apex, that has a controller mapping system. Something like Arc Raiders doesn't have a mapping system. Hence why on my PlayStation, I have on the DualSense Edge controller. This allows me to put different layouts, like button layouts essentially,
Okay. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything like that as well. Like it shows a bit of that, and that helps me play games as well. So for what I mean, is like when I see a game that I like or enjoy, I have to okay, one, is it a controller support, and two, is it is it cross progression, as in no
Yeah.
crossplay, sorry,
Right. Yeah.
because which is another thing that also not doesn't bother me, but it's like I wish games, because obviously some games have it now as a default setting, but back then
Yeah.
you didn't have that.
No. No.
You
No.
didn't have that. It was a you either had an Xbox, you had a PlayStation, and a PC. You couldn't play all together.
No.
It was one console or another. It was so basically what I mean to say is there was a console war
Yeah. Yeah.
on that aspect. So yeah, I think that's in all honesty was the challenging part, was just adapting to the game.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. That's
Because
that's a lot. You know, how is that for you then as well? Like nowadays, like you've kind of alluded it to a little bit. Is accessibility in games as good as it's ever been? Is it getting better or is it mixed?
so coming from me as somebody that like obviously let me know when you want me to show you how I game.
Please, whatever you want, my friend. Yes. This obviously is on YouTube and Spotify, so Spotify, forgive us, you can't see this obviously.
Yeah,
But
Spotify. I'm sorry, you can't
we'll
do
still
that, but YouTube.
try and describe it. So,
Describe it, but it's just like yeah, it's one of the toughest things like I've had to deal with, have to face with. Essentially, like it's one of the challenging parts. Is like, oh, I could be like gaming here and there, but it's like that's a thing that it annoys me. If that makes sense.
yeah.
But yeah, if I just I know I've got my thing here, so I'm gonna just switch to my camera. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
technical issues there, but essentially, obviously you can't really see it that well. Let me just turn my brightness of my thing real quick. There we go.
Gotcha.
So essentially that's my control function. So all my functions are all on one side, as in on my right side. So
Right.
every movement, so every mechanical movement, every like movement is all on one side, all on my right side, and the only buttons I use is basically that and that.
Right.
So like,
Oh wow. Okay. So it's like
like
it's like the right analog stick, isn't it? And then is it the right
Yeah.
R1 and R2 almost? I think is that right?
yeah, R1
Wow.
and R2. Obviously, I flipped the controls. I flipped the controls and everything
Yeah.
like that as well.
That's
And
fascinating.
yeah, it's one of them things to where like I just booted up my PlayStation and now give me all updates and stuff. So I'm just trying to pause them real quick before the stream gets all before the video thing gets buggy. But yeah, it's just like it's just a matter of being consistent essentially.
Yeah. So how much mapping do you have to do, Alex?
Not that much.
No. No.
Not that much. Honestly, if I'm being totally transparent with you, not that much at all. Because obviously, growing up, like obviously, for me, it was more of hand-eye coordination. I've got very good hand-eye coordination.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's just a matter of that. It's just a matter of trying to control it as it is, and I just basically just deal with it how I see fit. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play the game, and ideally, and obviously I'll switch it back over to my face cam as well whilst I'm waiting for it to load.
Gotcha.
If it loads, come on,
Yep.
there we go. And essentially it's just a matter of it all there. So if I just quickly switch back to my camera and everything like that for you, and then essentially, so if I just go like that, but that's just my movement essentially. So me sliding, as you can see, I'm sliding,
Yeah.
but then obviously it's just more, if I pick up a weapon, pick up this and just go like that, and then it's just like that essentially. Like all my functionality is just
Wow. Yeah. It's incredible. It really is, mate. Like, thank you for demonstrating that. That's amazing. On both sides. One, just how you've had to adapt to playing games. It's something that we take for granted, isn't it? So thanks for sharing that. And then, of course, like secondly, like Sony. I've heard some really good things about Sony really putting a lot of effort into helping. So it's really good to see that, man. So thank you for sharing.
and oh, you're welcome. Like it's honestly, in my opinion, it's just my opinion only. It's the fact of the controller that you see is the I think it's the expensive one. Well, people say it's the expensive one, or like the high, like basically the PS, like the Xbox Pro.
Yeah.
Aspect, like the Pro Series aspect. And yeah, like it's just one of them things to where like you just essentially the nicest way possible. I dealt with it, and I had an ordinary controller. Like By the way, just for the point out, yes, they've got adaption triggers and stuff. I don't use that, so I have it on my knee, like I just showed you. Have it on my knee and just game like that.
Yeah.
It's it's very hard for me to explain it. Even in like I've tried to video record this. I've done numerous trying to like videos about it, and I've only managed to do one video, which is on my TikTok right now. It's one of my pinned comments, and even then, it was hard for me to explain it because
Sure.
I tried to explain it in the best way I can. But it's better if I show people,
Yes.
especially when I go to events. It's better if I show them in person than me, or like I said, like even going live. It's better for me to show it whether it's me going live on Twitch or on streaming platforms or in person, because that's where you can get like a better understanding. Because I could post a video and it's like, it's like it's hard for me to explain it via video than having to me doing it live and everything like that. Obviously, that's no, like I said, that is no excuse. I'm still going to do it anyway.
Yeah, of course.
But it's more of like a person. For me, it brings a personality in me. Like
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
me and be like, okay, how'd you do it? And then be like, okay, do you have a controller? And be like, okay, bet. I get a controller and I show it to him in person.
Yeah.
So, like
Yeah.
I just showed you now. So.
Amazing, mate. Amazing. Wow. Whew. Yeah, let's switch gears then. So we've talked about streaming for about 6 years, which is wonderful. What made you think about then streaming? What was it that, I mean, we always talk about the circumstances, everyone was at home, but like what would like what was the journey into that? Like what were the decisions that happened that made you think, you know what?
So
Yeah.
what made me want to do what I want to do?
Yeah.
It was actually due to, funny enough, it was actually in 2019, and I was at a gaming event, which I hope it does well before I say its name. I hope it does well. I don't mean it anywhere with it. Insomnia
Yes.
was in 2019. I went there with a best mate of mine, which is like a brother to me. He knows who he is. Myself, my brother from another mother, and my family, we went to Insomnia, and we just played games and stuff. And obviously, I came across at the time. I believe it was Vanguard. Oh, no, yeah, it was Vanguard. I think it was on Modern Warfare, or COD, World War Two. I think it was. I think it was one of the two games. I think it was more of COD, World War Two. And I went in that booth and played a lot of gaming. And then how the idea came around was because I met a couple YouTubers at the time, and obviously I met as well at the time, I always bring this up to him every time I meet him, the Mexican Moose. He was the one I met first, interacted first, and this was before I even started streaming and stuff. We actually met at the event and everything, and I'll let him explain in the future how we came to be fair, because when he explains it, it makes it more fun to talk about it. But yeah, it was just, that's how it was. And then how it fully came to be was basically the gaming terrorizer. I don't know if you know him. He was an Irish streamer, terrorizer, and Syndicate. Tom
Right.
Purcell, Syndicate. I met them two at one of the panels, and it was actually the gaming terrorizer, and I met him at the event, and I went to him. I said to him, by the way, I play games one-handed. Like I play games like uniquely with one hand. He says no. He goes to me, no way. I'm like, yeah, I'm not joking. It was like, do you have like a controller with you? I'm like, I don't, but I can like go into the booth and get a controller. He said to me, so are you here tomorrow? Like this was a whole weekend, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I met him on a Saturday. He comes up to me and goes, come by on Sunday. I'm still here at the booth on Sunday. Come by, record yourself at the Call of Duty booth. Come back to me and we'll talk about it. So me being me, I went the next day, went straight to the booth, did a bit of recording, and then showed it to Terrorizer. And when it went to me at the time, he was like, "Wow, this is actually incredible. This is impressive." And he even showed one of his friends at the time. One of his friends, and even he showed Syndicate about it as well, and he was like, "That's incredible."
Yeah.
And then he pulled me aside, and then literally, I was the last person to meet him as well. Just for reference, this was the end of the day. I was the last person he met because I spoke to him the day before, and the security man, bless his heart, I don't know the security man's name, but I'm gonna call him security man. Actually, let me through.
Right.
Speak
Yeah.
to him. I said to him, he needs to speak to me about this topic, and then spoke to him, and he was like, "You ever consider streaming or gaming?" And I was like, "Or streaming or like YouTube?" I said, "Not really. It's never crossed my mind." He went to me, he pulled me aside, and went to me, "Trust me, mate. If you was to post or do streaming, you're gonna pop off one day. You're gonna do really well one day." So that gave me the idea. So fast forward, it's 2019. It was my birthday. I ended up getting a PC thanks to one of my family members and everything, and set it all up. Had all the equipment, but obviously I only had one camera at the time, which is the one you see before you.
Yeah.
And I just grew from there. Then fast forward, it's 2020, February of 2020. I don't know what day it was of February, but it was in February, and I just decided to go live. And the first game I played was Call of Duty Warzone. Playing it was the 2019 Call of Duty at the time,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
was just playing that every single day and everything like that. And then the people started to recognize it all. It was myself and my brother from another mother, playing Warzone at the time. And there's a clip of me getting a javelin kill in Verdansk, and yeah, it just grew from there. It just grew and grew, and then months into 2020, I met up with Moose again on his live stream, and then explained and introduced myself again. And he's like, "How you been?" Everything like that, and all that, all like energetic and everything like that, and everything. And then I joined his Discord, and then just basically network from there. Basically,
Yeah.
from that point on was just network from then, and then I had some international friends who I still talk to now. Just so basically, long story short, from that one interaction
Yeah.
in 2019, that's how the journey came to be. Obviously, I still streamed before then, but it wasn't as great compared to it is now.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but it's just, I think that's what lit the fire,
Yeah.
and now it's arising like a flame.
Absolutely. Oh man, what a story! That's amazing. How inspirational is that? That's so good. And the power of streaming and content creation, and like you said, like someone lighting that spark in other people. Like, it's so good. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
And even like, for example, as well, like I know obviously I bring up that as well. My parents are also the people as well that my family were the people that also helped me through this as well.
Yeah.
Like even when the times where like it was difficult, my parents would be like, "Don't give up, Alex. Keep at it," because people were dependent on you. And now, years later, fast forward to now, even with the gym, people are inspired by me, and it's for me. It's hard for me to take compliments, if that makes sense.
Sure.
It's really hard for me, like in praise, because for me, in my head, it's just a usual day in the office,
Right.
or just
Yeah.
just another just to me, it's normal.
Yes.
So what I do is just normal to
Yeah.
me because it's everyday life.
Hmm. Yeah.
And but for someone that for somebody else that doesn't have a disability or does have a disability, for both aspects, or doesn't or does, they are inspired by it, and it's like it melts my heartstrings. I'm like, oh, I'm just like I in stream. I'm like, don't cry, Alex. Don't cry, Alex. Don't cry. Don't get emotional.
Oh, yes,
It's okay,
yes.
But yeah, I'm just it makes me happy knowing that I've made people's day.
100%.
Whether that's 1,000 people watching me or just one, if that one person comes up to me and goes, "You've made my day," or you've helped me through the whole life aspect and stuff, or personal life and stuff, you've helped me through that, through your streaming and like content creation, that makes me happy knowing that I'm making a difference.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like now, years later, I feel like I am, and I'm changing a lot of people's perception.
Yeah.
Not just within the disability aspect, but just gaming or life in general. Because at the end of the day, it's you versus you at the end of the day, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, it's like yes, everyone go through struggles, whether it's physical or mental or any aspect of that. But at the end of the day, it's you versus you, not your friends, not your family, not your crew, as in your clan members and stuff on games. It's you versus you, and that's the one thing I've learned this year and the last 6 years of my life, or just in general. It was just me versus me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the older version of myself, be the best version I could be,
Yeah.
stamp out the old version of me.
Yeah.
So-
Incredible words. Great stuff to say, man. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
All right. So over the last like 6 years, then, like, so what are some of your favorite memories? Some of your favorite streaming moments then over the years? What comes to mind?
Oh, okay. Honestly, for me, going up streaming memories, if we're going like memory lane and stuff, I'd probably say to me, everyone talks about the subs or like the big goals or the donations. Obviously, not everyone would think that. For me, it was more of a case of like when I first got raided, and this was the very first time, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I
Right.
feel like
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to raids, like when you get your first time raid, like as in when I'm talking about like huge raids,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
they're big or small, in my eyes, whether it's big or small, I still treat them as huge raids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether that is 10 people, one, two, I'm not fussed. A raid's a raid,
Yeah.
and I'm always energetic for them, always, every time. Even when I'm annoyed, I'd be like, give me a minute, secret post. What's up, guys? Welcome in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But even as well, I'd say more of the I'd say my fondest memories are basically the funny moments I have on stream, or like the ones where I mispronounce a word, or I end up saying something out of line, no, not something out of line, but like saying something that they go like, whoa, like a yo kind of thing, like whoa kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it gets clipped. I'm like, oh no, I just said that, didn't I? Like one of them moments, or like basically funny moments, or like you're going like you like funny moments, or like gaming montages. For me, it was like gaming montages, funny moments, or even moments where it gets a lot, like when you speak from the heart and you let your emotions out
Yeah.
as well. Like I've had times where I've had a very like there've been times where I had some personal stuff outside of streaming that affected me quite a bit, and I've tried to be the strong, like not the strong person, but like the one that goes, okay, I got to keep moving forward because that's what they would want me to do, kind of aspect.
Yeah.
But if we're talking more of like that, I'd say probably my when I got my first donation, as in my first actually major big donation, whether
Yeah.
it's this amount, whether it's big, like whether it's like over £50, or let's say a tenner, I would be like, what the heck, like oh my god. Or for example, my first sub, I'd be like,
Yeah.
obviously, what if I can't see my face, but I'm like, or even when, for example, Throne, for example, I don't know if you know that company,
Yes.
Throne,
Yeah.
that does
Throne. Yeah.
like gifts and stuff. When I first got a couple of Throne gifts, I kid you not, I was like, "What you guys doing?"
Yeah.
I was like, I was only kidding. I put it on there just as an option. You guys don't
Yeah.
have to pay for it, and it's like, "What this guy's throwing? Let me have it." I'm like, "Guys, chill." Like, I think it's like the
Yeah.
thing that I like the most is when people surprise me. So like,
Yeah.
what I mean by that is, I don't expect anything when it comes to streaming. As
Mhm.
in, what I mean by that is, I will go with an open mind and take each day by day. So as in, if no raids happen, here's what it is. We run it back, go to back to the drawing board, run it the next day. I don't expect things to happen. I
Mm.
go with an open mind, like an open book. Like even with events, I go, don't expect anything, Alex. Don't organize anything. Just roll with it and take it as it goes.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you expect things to happen, they won't happen. So like I just go, okay, I'm going to just take a minute and just let it run its course. And if it happens, it happens. You know, like that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing with me.
Definitely.
It's just I won't, if I don't I would rather earn my craft
Hmm.
than having to ask for it. I'd never ask for something. I will never ask
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
anything from anyone, whether that's my community or anything like that. I wanna earn it. When it comes to streaming, I want to earn I want to earn it, not having to, ask for it and anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like if people want to follow, people want to follow. People want to sub, people want to sub. People want to donate or send gifts to me. That is on them. They
Yes. Of
don't
course.
like. It's never a priority.
Hmm.
It's never a priority because I'm here to just entertain you guys. If you enjoy it, hit the follow. If you don't, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just they go. You remember that saying? They go, "Oh, remember when you're famous?"
Right. Yeah.
Like, mm-mm, not for me.
Yeah.
When people say that, I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna be like, mm-mm.
Hmm.
Nah, that's the big. No, I know they do it as a joke. I know people do it as a joke, but sometimes I'm sitting there like, nah. Now you said that, I might not remember you. you know?
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So, Yeah, you've mentioned like going to gym, haven't you? That's really big inspiration as well, alongside your streaming. So talk to us about that. Like, it's really important that a part of your journey now. But has it always been like how has that come about?
So how it came to be was that I've been going to the gym for the last 3 years now.
Okay, yeah,
So obviously I live up north now. There's a gym that's quite close to me now, quite close to where I'm based, and everything. And it's been quite nice and everything like that. And it gives me a reason to get out of, get up and go into routine where okay, I'll get up, have breakfast, go to the gym, come home, speak to my family members, speak to my little brother and everything, and then game and everything like that. It's like got me into a sense of routine
yeah,
really, but
right, yeah,
it helped in terms of not just my mental but also my physical, because as somebody that's not able to like was no not saying not able, let me just make that clear, was finding it difficult to grip stuff or like
sure,
pick up anything.
yeah,
It's a lot more easier now for me
right,
because now that I've gone to the gym now, I'm able to like for example, I'm able to deadlift 110 kg for literal
yeah,
X amount of reps. So for
wow,
example, 5 to 6 reps. And I could never do that prior to last year.
right,
Like I
yeah,
just
wow,
built my strength up on my left side essentially. So ideally, I spent 3 years, 3 years of my life, going to the gym, learning all the functionalities and stuff, learning what works for me. And then it was only last year, back in May. So that's about I think 8 to 9, 10 years. I think I'd say 8, 9, 10 years now. 10 months, sorry, not 8, 9, 10 years, but
yeah,
eight,
yeah,
nine,
months,
ten
yeah,
months about that. Let's just say like 10 months on that one. But yeah, that's how. And I just one day I spoke to my instructor, and she was like, okay, she's well known for. She's not actually well known. She's known to have people with similar disabilities like me, and she's able to help
right.
adapt.
Oh, fantastic, yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Try this one for example, and it's on my Instagram as well. It's on my
I've seen,
Instagram
yes,
pinned comment, and you see me just lift it, no weights on it, just lift it with my left hand, and I look back on it, and this is the first time I lifted like a bar or anything like that, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, you lifted it with your hand, Alex. Your left hand worked, and I haven't really like since going to the gym before then. I never really used this as much,
right, yeah,
truthfully. It was
yeah,
mostly I was more dominant on my right hand than I
yeah,
am left.
of course,
But as the years got on, I started to use both hands.
right,
Well,
yeah,
I still do obviously use one
of course,
still. I still
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
use one still. But over the course of my gym journey, I had to use two.
right,
So for example, my instructor gave me these exercises that are specifically designed for both hands.
okay,
So I've got
yeah,
to, like, for example, use one, like basically have it one side and one the other. Like it's all the range of motion, really trying to get that range of motion with my hands. And now it's been the best as it's ever been, essentially,
goddamn,
when it comes to this. And I love it to bits, if I'm being honest.
yeah,
Like I can't not go to the gym now.
yeah,
Like even when, for example, I'm having 2 days off, I miss going back
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Not because obviously, recording and stuff, but just generally because I know I can, like, one, I can lift, and two, it gives me that sense of like hope and like accomplishment as well. And don't get me wrong, 3 years ago, like if you asked me what 6 years ago I'd be going to the gym and all that sort of stuff, like being able to go to the gym and like my fitness and stuff, I'd be laughing at your face right now. I would be
yeah,
laughing
yeah, yeah,
because 6 years ago me would never, and I'd be honest, would never think I'd be standing here doing all this sort of
of
stuff.
course, yeah,
Like the achievements I've done is great as well. And obviously, as most people know, obviously I recently done my driving as well, and
right,
I've
yeah,
and everything like that. And obviously, again, like I want to put this out here, when I got my first car, it was my dad that bought me my first car. And I
right,
always say this: my dad was the first. My dad, when I passed my theory test or practical, sorry, both theory and no practical, sorry, my practical test, my dad was the one that got me my first car, and I'm always forever grateful for it
yeah,
because When he got me the first car with everything that I needed, he was the one that got me it first. Boom. And I was just driving everywhere basically.
Yeah.
I can't love it. I love
That's
it.
amazing, man. Oh wow, what inspiration, dude. Wow. I love
Sorry,
all
I'm
that.
making,
No, I
I'm making
love
you all
that.
tear up.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I didn't mean to make you tear up there.
No,
bro.
no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
brilliant. I have one final question for you, sir.
Go on.
Which is simply to say, what advice would you think about giving anyone thinking about streaming? But I mean, also just talk about your anything in life, man. I mean, you said a lot already, but summarize it for us. What advice would you give?
What advice I'd give to anyone that's like just in general, like whether you've got a disability or not, is to never give up on yourself. Be have your like circle, like as in group of friends or like your bloodline or friends around you, and like never really give up.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's you versus you.
Yeah.
You know, if we're talking more the lines of streaming and content creation, don't worry about the viewer count.
Yeah.
Like throw that rubbish, and chuck it in the bin, eat that
Yes.
across the room. Okay, eat it across the room, and then obviously as well, just have fun with it. Find what is unique to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will say.
Yeah.
Find what is unique to you and find what your niche is. That is the one thing that I managed to find within myself.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing I'd say is find your niche, have fun with it along the way, and just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just be yourself, be you, and don't never give up. Never give up on yourself. Because there are times where I felt like I wanted to like stop, but I didn't, because no matter what you go through in your life, you have to keep moving forward. Like I know that sounds really like not cliche, but really like dark and everything, but you just gotta keep going. Like for a quote that I know from Andor, it says, she says it's from the character says it's easy for the dead to tell you to fight, and to me it's like those that are not here would always, for those that aren't here in my life, they would always tell me, Alex, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you go through, keep fighting, keep it going, because they are smiling deep down. Up there, they're smiling up there, So like it's just just keep at it. Don't give up. Never give up, bro.
Amazing.
Never give up on yourself or anyone, because it's in the day, it's you versus you. I can't emphasize this enough.
Yeah.
It's you versus you, and just and if things don't work out, it's just in the day, you can either accept what is, or you could do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, lastly, for example, for me, is like saying, okay, I have this, I have this ability. Do I either sit by and do nothing about it, or do I get off my butt and go do something about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the one thing I say to myself every day. It's like, what are you going to do about it? You can sit by and do nothing, or you could go and fight like everyone else. That's why I'm inspired by wrestling. Like, for example, Roman Reigns, he has leukemia.
Yes, he did. Yes.
And yet the brother is literally won the Royal Rumble and also the longest reigning champ, and he's one of my inspirations as well.
Oh yeah, rightfully so. And like you said, twice beat it, I believe, didn't he? So goodness me, yeah, what an inspiration! Hell yeah! Oh, Alex, the one-handed gamer. Thank you so much. That was incredible. I really appreciate your time and your story and your words of wisdom. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will be inspired by this. With or without disabilities, because you are incredible. So thank you again, man. Yeah. So one more time, tell us where we can find you on your social media, and everyone, if you're not already heckin' following, give this legend a follow. How dare you not?
Appreciate that. So you can find me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/The0neHandedGamer. And with my name, it's got a 0.
Yes.
I want to make that clear. It has not an O, it's a 0.
0
on my name. So, and I am live on Twitch and on TikTok Wednesday nights from 7:30 to 11:30. Thursday the same time, Friday the same time, and then Saturdays 1:30 till 5.
Fantastic.
And I'm also on Instagram with the same name. The only difference is that on my other socials, that being obviously X, is One Handed Gaming.
Right.
That's the only difference. But everything else, TikTok, Instagram, and obviously Twitch, are all just One-Handed Gamer, the One-Handed Gamer.
Fantastic. I'll put some links in the description obviously as well, so thank you, man. Thank you all as well for watching. That was brilliant, wasn't it? So please go and give some love to Alex, and thanks for watching / listening. I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye bye.
Yeah.